Hey guys, my name is Adam Hurley. This is my channel, Blueprint by Adam Hurley. I am a men's grooming journalist. I've written about hair transplants for a long time. I've had one myself, and in this video we're going to follow my friend Matt as he recovers from a hair transplant. In fact, this is an entire series we're doing about his experience of a hair transplant in Istanbul, from the day before to the procedure itself to the recovery. And this is a video about the first week after a hair transplant, specifically just adjusting to this awkward month ahead, traveling home, recovering physically, going back to work, all those things. If you're just jumping in here, we've got those other videos up regarding the actual hair transplant. We are going to be following Matt and his regrowth all the way up until May 2026 at the 1 year mark, probably even checking in at the 18-month mark because the hairs can really grow thicker and thicker all the way up to that point. Let's get into the first week after a hair transplant. This entire hair transplant series was made possible by the Hair Alliance. The Hair Alliance helps people like you get matched with the perfect hair transplant clinic based on any number of factors. Contact them with any questions or to get started at thehairalliance.com or use this QR code. One of the most common questions I get about hair transplants is, how soon can I return to work? How much time do I need to take off for this experience? Once you fly home and land, physically, you're probably okay to go back to work the very next day. That doesn't mean you're going to want to. I'll let Matt speak to that a little bit.
The swelling lasted through the first week. The scabs formed similarly over the first 7 days. It was a little bit itchy, but very manageable. I continued to be sort of low energy, and I was really glad that I was able to stay home and have recovery time because while it was a cosmetic procedure, it's still undergoing a pretty major operation, and just my full body's recovery was probably the most noticeable thing that I didn't expect. The jet lag from the time change back to the States probably didn't help my case in terms of feeling low energy. Even though I felt low energy a bit and wasn't going out and about, I was able to get back to work. I didn't have to take additional time off of work to have everything done. My job is a desk job. For me, it worked out well that I was able to perform my job from home because physically I felt fine and capable of working, doing things around the house, and getting back to my routine.
So, as long as your job doesn't involve any heavy lifting or intense sweating, you probably are capable of working the next day. Now, if you do work a desk job and you are able to work from home, I really would encourage you to just stay at home and lay low for that first week back. That's also because you're going to be scabbing up, you're going to be looking a little weird. You don't want to necessarily deal with putting a bucket hat on to commute to work if you do that on public transit. And whether your coworkers know that you got a hair transplant or not, it's just a state of being that I'd rather not be perceived in, and I know Matt agrees with me there. But physically speaking, you might feel a little drained from the entire experience, but you will be of sound mind. As for the scabbing, you will see that they'll fill in and get a little denser every day as things start to heal and recover. And it's in another week that they're going to start coming loose and revealing your new transplanted area. Now, on that topic, one of your goals this week is to make sure that things are healing as adequately and promptly as they can. It is imperative to follow the instructions you got from the clinic regarding sleeping at an angle, avoiding water pressure, avoiding hot water, avoiding direct sunlight, avoiding physical activity, getting your heart rate up, avoiding alcohol, smoking, anything that can interfere with those grafts taking residence in their new location and healing adequately. In addition to keeping the area hydrated, either with a lotion or a saline mist, you will also be using the foaming cleanser, the foaming shampoo that the clinic gave you to very gently cleanse the area every day. Just be sure to do this at the bathroom sink where you have a mirror so you can very carefully monitor your own process.
Once I was back home, I got into my routine of keeping the transplant area moist, washing it with the foam and the sprays that they gave me. It was an easy enough routine to adopt. I felt very comfortable with the instructions I'd been given, and the cadence was simple to incorporate into my day-to-day routine. I did the foaming and shampooing at the sink for the first week because I wanted to make sure I was avoiding that direct water pressure because I didn't want to negatively impact the transplanted hair area. Washing the transplanted area was a bit awkward the first couple weeks because without water pressure, cleaning off the shampoo and the foaming cleanser was a bit challenging. It's a bit of an adjustment, but it was not anything difficult.
Now, in this first week, some of the scabs from the back of your head might start flaking off. This is a very awkward thing. It's like having dandruff, but really dense, kind of reddish dandruff. And those scabs might be on your pillow, they might be on your shoulder, they might be on your workspace, they're going to be on your floor. It's just a matter of fact. You had thousands of extractions on the back of your head, on the sides of your head, and you are going to have little flaky scabs coming off as they heal. And it's probably towards the end of this first week into the second week that that's going to be its most intense. That's another reason I suggest just staying home for the first week, is just get through this awkward period. If you are able to work from home, just do your best to do that. Again, continue sleeping at an angle. I know Matt had a really good investment he made for this process.
When I got back home, we set up a similar sleep situation to the hotel in Istanbul. I actually got an incline pillow that made it easier to sleep at that angle and avoid rolling over or letting the swelling go down my face by sleeping too flat. So that worked out for the first week. I was glad when it was done, but it was fine.
If the clinic gave you a swelling band, you will likely take it off after a few days. Any residual swelling might just carefully go down your face and dissolve over time. In general, I just described this process this week as awkward. Not painful, not terribly uncomfortable, just weird. Just know that you should expect that, and hopefully with all of the things in place, with the instructions the clinic gave you, and just being extra careful, you get through this first week. As things scab up and get ready to fall out, you are setting yourself up for some really good success from this procedure. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Remember, this is an entire series, and in the next video, we are going to talk about the first 2 weeks, where again, there is a really nice milestone. So I encourage you to check out that video too. Take care, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Again, if you are considering a hair transplant, please contact our partner in this series, the Hair Alliance, at thehairalliance.com or using this QR code.